So, worldwide family, welcome back to the channel. Jimmy Flipping Disc. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome back, guys. I hope sales are just chiming off the hook for you. I wanted to take an opportunity to let you know on my side of things at any rate, my store is alive. I don't know what has happened, whether the big boys have finally moved away and it's time for this little guy to play, or whether or not I'm out of the doghouse from whatever I did to deserve to be there. So far today, midway through the day, dozen sales already on what inventory that I'm sitting on that I'm not super enthused with. It is literally every day inventory. It's not any of the wow, this is really gonna sell kind of stuff. So I am happy to see a dozen sales so far leaving out today. I know the last few days, actually, the business itself has made base plan for the day, which is absolutely phenomenal. And then my side gig is just double dipping into the financial pool of available cash that I'm able to obtain. So that's nice. I am kind of weighing the necessity of it. It's like, do I need to be focused primarily on my business or primarily on the side gig? Or not primarily, but secondarily. Like, should I devote all of my time to the business when there's this available money to grab too? And I'm trying to juggle both and finding the balance of that. I'm just glad that the bills are paid, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm glad that I have the ability to expand some more, which is awesome. My family was kidding, saying, you know, we're never gonna have a place to live if you keep buying stuff. And I kind of replied back that if I don't keep buying stuff, we're never gonna have a place to live. Give me just a second. Oh, yes, indeed. Take that. I am happy to see that. Like I said, a dozen things going out. I wanted to talk to you today about a realization that I came to today, as a matter of fact, about some of the aspects of our business as far as entrepreneurs, as far as resellers, you name it, whether it's all the above or whatnot, however you fit into this. I think it applies that as we discover or reinvent the wheel, so to speak, the things that from an outside perspective seem so simple, sometimes we have quite a bit of time wrapped up into, especially if we don't learn from somebody else that's doing it. You know, I see a lot of people that struggle with inventory as far as that. Luckily, I was taught at my last business how to do inventory for the most part, as far as the upkeep, the storage, the locations of it. I see people lose items and things of that nature, and to take the time to learn that over the weeks, months, years that it takes to actually fine-tune that into a well-oiled machine, you know, can really take a toll as far as the amount of time and resources, you know. And from an outside perspective, it you know, to this day, my mom, hi mom, says, I don't know how you keep up with all that stuff, you know. Case in point, on a different note, the U.S. Customs and Border Patrol filer code thing that I submitted, you know, that is a very, very simple document for the very simple elements that it takes to create that. You know, I spent several hours to make sure that I was doing it right, like crash course into that to figure out what exactly it needed. There's a lot of information that's lacking online about that particular subject, when realistically it's only a very few items of information that they require in order for that to happen. But the hours that it took to find that out, you know, people don't see. It's easy to get sidetracked with this is taking too long, you know, or I should be doing better than this. And don't beat yourself up when you're discovering the wheel. You know, I am currently trying to figure out, and I know that there is a process of scanning barcodes and having them instantly print out on the printer to make labels to go on the outside of packages that I'm prepping. I know there is a service that does that. I did that at my old job, so I know it's available, but learning how to do it today, just today only, and it's not the first time I've looked at it, has taken several hours. And although today, as of today, with the several hours I put in it today, the couple hours I put in it a different day, I am closer. I now have the ability to print out the barcodes with only about 5 clicks. But I want it to literally, where I scan it with the barcode scanner, for it to instantly print, which will ultimately save me time in what I do. I am retail, so a lot of things associate with barcodes, and not everything is easy enough to have the barcode showing when it goes into the prep sealed bags that are awaiting shipment. Once I get that done, somebody from the outside sees me scan something, sees it print, says, oh, that's easy. They don't see the 4, 6, 8 hours that I have in it, and if I let that discourage me, then I never get anywhere. So just look at the end goal. Reezy Resells, when I first started, this little bit of information, this gold nugget that he gave out, has stuck with me for the last few years now. And it's don't necessarily, and I'm adding the necessarily, focus on the profits, focus on the process, right? Because that is huge when getting going, when starting processes and getting things refined. It's not necessarily how long it takes me to figure it out. It's the point that I figured it out, because that will benefit me, who knows, the next 20 years. I do believe there are some programs that I was made aware of today that might benefit me quite a bit. I even looked at designing a program that would do that, and my programming skills are limited, but I was still looking into it because I want it to seamlessly print, so I can just slap it on scan the barcode, fold the garment, put it in the plastic if it's a garment or a toy or whatever, and then slap the label on it as it runs down the conveyor line, so to speak. Getting stuck on this is taking too long never works. A bit of gold that an old trucker gave me when I was learning to drive a truck. I was getting frustrated at how long it takes to back one up, and he said, well, how long is it supposed to take? I said, well, I don't know. I see these people just hop in and knock it out like that's what I need, especially if I'm in a hurry. He said, no, how long does it take to back up a truck? I said, well, I don't know, 5 minutes, that's how long it's supposed to take. He said, no, it takes as long as it takes. And that blew my mind. But when I'm first learning something, it may take forever. But to look at it as that's not worthwhile is ridiculous, because it is worthwhile. It is worthwhile to learn the skill. There are a lot of skills and a lot of trades in life that as amateurs, if we first start, we're slower. We're not as good as somebody that's been doing it even a month, but especially 5 years or 10 years down the road, they do it so fast and they do it so good and so effortlessly. But it takes all the time from the time that they're at where we are now to the place that they are, presently, to make it that worthwhile. So either way, that's the moral of it. I hope y'all found value in it. Short of that, I do have another topic in mind, but it was completely different than this one, so I'm going to do a second video on that one here shortly. Y'all don't miss out. It is going to be completely different than all the rest. So I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.